Hello, my name is Mary Green, and I am the director at the Hay Center, a program of Harris County Protective Services for children and adults. We serve more than 1,100 youth every year. The Hay Center is a public-private partnership that serves youth ages 14 through 26 who are aging out of foster care.
The Hay Center is a really great fit for Oasis Petroleum because it fits in really well with our culture. One of our mottos at Oasis is that great assets plus great people equals great opportunity. And when you think about it, opportunity is really what the Hay Center is providing to foster youth.
We provide an array of services to include transportation, individual goal planning, employment, housing, and educational services. For services that we don't provide here at the Hay Center, we rely on community partners and we refer our youth to those organizations.
The Hay Center has always been a refuge. Being a former foster youth, I've been able to use the benefits that are offered at the Hay Center to better my life. Our youth here have been through a lot, so we want to give them all the necessary tools that they need so they can gain independence. Some of the youth that come to the Hay Center have absolutely nothing, sometimes just the clothes on their back and nowhere to go. So we try to find whatever services we can to the best of our ability to help them.
My first time going to the Hay Center, I was going for PAL classes. It's a class for youth that teaches you benefits from CPS or from the Hay Center. I love it.
Being in foster care or being a former foster kid and going through independent living, you need someone to just listen sometimes. Each and every day, with the skills that the Hay Center has gave me, I apply them to my life and they've really helped me become a better person. Life does get better. There is hope. I can make a better life for myself in the future, and whatever happened in the past doesn't define me.
A semester before I graduated high school, I actually had 21 missing credits because I was moving so much from home to home all through high school. The Hay Center got with me, got with the school, and got with the principal, and they helped me figure out a way to make all those 21 credits up in a matter of a semester. And that was such a huge accomplishment because on June 3rd, I got to walk across that stage, and it just was the best moment ever. I'm so happy I didn't miss it.
When you age out of foster care, when you turn 18, literally the day you turn 18, the following day, many of these youth effectively end up homeless. So one of the visions of Mary Green and the staff at the Hay Center was to figure out some sort of a bridge housing program. McQuarrie came in, they found a living arrangement, an apartment complex where we're housing up to 25 youth and basically bridge them from foster care and the household system to becoming more productive adults in a permanent housing situation.
The Hay Center guarantees that we will pay the youth's rent each month as long as they are working towards self-sufficiency.
The people at the Bridge Housing Program, they help out a lot. They don't have to sometimes, but they'll take us up to the college. They'll help us make sure our tuition waivers are in place. They'll do stuff like just taking us to the grocery store. Some of us, like me, I didn't even have a place to live going into the housing program, so they help out a lot just with basic needs.
So when I first walked into my apartment for the bridge program, it was fully furnished and it was really pretty. The furniture was really nice. It felt like home when I walked in.
You see what the Hay Center is trying to provide? They really want to give these youth the skills to be productive. As you learn more about it and you learn more about what the issue is and how little resource is available, it's just so easy to get behind this.
The Hay Center relies on volunteers for us to provide the comprehensive services that we do. We could not do it without them.
It is such an impactful volunteer experience because you really gain so much from volunteering with these youth.
When I first started volunteering with the Hay Center, I participated in the prom event, which happens every spring. I enjoyed it so much, and my wife saw how much I enjoyed it. So the next year, she started volunteering at the prom event.
The transition coaching program matches a trained volunteer with a youth who then assists them while they're aging out of care. Every match is different, but the one commonality is the supportive connection between the youth and the coach.
I personally enjoy working with youth and adolescents, so for me, is just something, it feeds my soul.
The Hay Center tries to do the best they can to match our mentors with these foster kids so that we can have a strong relationship. The youth has asked me, why are you doing this? And I tell them, I'm doing it because I know that you are very important to our community.
Well, I didn't know what to expect getting a transition coach to start because I had never done anything like that before. But he's helped out a lot with setting up certain goals, making sure I have a proper budget, and making sure I have a clear idea of what I need to do. It's really helpful having a transition coach, making sure you have a general direction of knowing where you're going.
I would like to share a story about one of my youth who was attending a local technical college here in our area.
I did my first 2 semesters at school and I was homeless. I was sleeping on friends' couch. Sometimes I was sleeping outside at the school. But I knew that, when I first started, I wasn't hungry. And then I feel like the second semester I became hungry because I knew that I wanted better for myself and I knew that I was better than what people viewed me or what I viewed myself as. The Hay Center was able to provide somewhere for me to stay during my last semester at school. I was able to get my tools from the Hay Center. The Hay Center also raised money to put towards a car for me. That way I could have transportation to and from school. Everyone at the Hay Center showed up at my graduation to cheer me on.
He is now an employee at Centerpoint Energy, earning $30 an hour. He now has his own apartment. He now has a vehicle. And through community partners, we were able to assist this young man with completing his program. We are so proud of him.
What I always ask people to do, whether it's in fundraising or asking for volunteers, I say, no matter what, even if you do nothing else, now that you've heard the story of the Hay Center, please tell at least one person today about the Hay Center and what they do and help spread the word.
It's so easy for individuals, for corporations, for anyone to want to get involved once they understand what this is all about.
I love the Hay Center, and I have a strong passion about our youth. What we do here is so important.
The Hay Center is home.
The Hay Center is helpful.
The Hay Center is empowerment.
The Hay Center is encouraging.
The Hay Center is a relief.
The Hay Center is heaven. It's heaven.
Thank you for considering giving your time, your gifts, and your resources to the current and former foster youth served through the Hay Center.